Hello everyone, this is a review of iFixit.com's Protect Toolkit and their magnetic project mat. Let's get started first with the Protect Toolkit. Open it up and you'll see the heart of the kit is the 54-bit driver set. Opening that up now. All the bits are organized in these little rubber holders that show you the individual size, and they slip out and back in pretty easily. So it's kind of a nice way to keep track of things. The bits include everything from your standard Phillips, slot, and hex bits to the more obscure Torx and Torx security, JIS, pentalobes, triangle, lots of strange bits. You should have everything you need for all of your electronics tools. The driver itself has a built-in extension. Everything's magnetic, which is kind of nice. One other kind of cool feature of this is that if you have a screw or a bolt that's really tough to get out, you could put the extension in a little hole here and kind of use that for extra torque when you're turning, which is kind of nice. It also includes this little flex attachment, so you can plug that into the bit driver and then plug your bit in on the end, and then if you're trying to get into a hard to reach place, you can turn it around and it works no problem. The other thing up here in the corner is an adapter. You'll notice all these bits are not your standard 1/4 inch drill size bits, but if you stick the individual bit in this little adapter, it can then go in your 1/4 size chuck and any type of drill. Moving forward for the rest of the kit, we've got several different spudgers, which are used to open up casings. The plastic spudger is the most common. If you watch any of iFixit.com's videos, this is used 99% of the time. This little flat edge can get in on most iPhone, iPad cases. You just put it in the tiny opening and work its way out. It's got a little pencil point on the other end, which is good for things like hitting the CD eject button that's hidden in most CD-ROMs. These metal spudgers are good in case you have a really hard to get apart item, but these can scratch your item more so than the plastic ones, so be careful with that. These are all just various tips on the ends. And you'll notice on this side there's also your standard 6-inch rule, which you can find anywhere really, but it's kind of nice that they include it. It's got a pocket clip, metric and standard measurement tables, and then on the back it's got a little conversion chart. So that's kind of nice. Moving over to the other side, we've got a precision tweezers set, standard tweezers, little angled head ones, another pair of fairly standard tweezers, and these are normally closed, so they're good to grasp onto little parts. These are all used if you have, if you drop a screw inside of a computer case or somewhere else where it's hard to get to, they're great for that. Rounding out the tool set, you'll have these 4 plastic case openers, which kind of work the same way as a spudger, but they're really flexible and really easy to break. So if you're really worried about scratching your iPhone or any other high-dollar device, this is what you want to use. Keep in mind that after the 2nd or 3rd use, the tip will probably break off. They're designed to be that way, and these are really cheap. They're like $1 or $2 a piece, so you're not missing out a lot if you're worried about scratching up your case. Also down here in this little pocket, we have an Electrostatic Discharge bracelet. And we also have a suction cup, which this is used if you need to take the face off of your iPad or iPhone. The easiest way to do it is just pop the suction cup on there and slide it off once you've removed the screws, of course. So that is the Protect Toolkit. Comes in this handy little tool roll. It retails for 60 bucks on either iFixit's site, or you can also buy it from Amazon, I think. And if you're going to be working on electronics, I think it's a pretty cool tool. It also works for things other than electronics. I have this Spyderco Tenacious pocket knife that has tiny little hex heads on the clip and also on the rest of the knife if you want to take it apart for cleaning. So using the 1.5 millimeter hex head from the toolkit, I was able to move this around and clean it out, which was great. Moving along, we have the magnetic project mat. The thing about this is it's whiteboard, you can write on it, comes with a really cool dry erase pen made by Staedtler that also has a little eraser tip. You have several different sections on here. It's also magnetic. You can put your bits and whatnot, and they won't move around. If you shake it, it probably will go off. But it's kind of cool for when you're, like, say, disassembling an iPhone and you got a bunch of little screws. You can go part 1. I took off the 2 screws on the end, put them there. For my next step, I've got another little device. I put it here, and it kind of helps you keep track of what you're disassembling, so when you reassemble it, you can put everything back in order. Also, on the back of this one, there's a base and a pro set. The base one's $12, the pro $12.95, and the pro one's $20. The $20 version has these foam cutouts, which are great again for little screws, items that you're worried about falling all over the place. These keep them from falling on the floor, which is, you know, pretty nice. Again, this retails for about $20. If you do a lot of stuff with little screws and other metal parts, I think it's really worth it, just because it gives you something to take notes on, it gives you something to hold on to the individual components. It's a nice addition to your shop. Again, both of these items can be found at iFixit.com, and really, if you're going to, say, swap out a dead iPhone battery, if you want to get into your laptop, the Pro Toolkit really has everything you need. So thanks for watching, and for more reviews, check out our channel. There's not a whole lot there right now, but we'll be adding more very soon. Thank you.